Yes, I want you to erase the entire village. In Beishan village, the old woman was about to leave with Tian Tian. A villager asked worriedly, "Grandma, what are you going to do? If you leave, what will we do?" Another person echoed, "Yes. The Black Wind bandits are cruel and vicious. If you leave, Grandma, what will we do?" Tian Tian grabbed the old woman's hand and asked, "Grandma, will brother come to save us?" Brother went to the sacred land to cultivate, he must be very powerful now. The old woman thought for a moment and replied, "Everyone should escape quickly. My cultivation is only at the Wind King realm. I heard their leader has already reached the God realm, I can't help much." Everyone was confused and looked at each other, saying, "This matter. In this world, we don't even know where to run if we want to escape. Yeah, is there really no other way?" Suddenly, dark clouds gathered, and 3 figures appeared in the sky. One person laughed loudly, Want to escape? It's too late. A small village in Beishan dares to disobey me. No one will leave here alive today." The villagers were terrified and shouted, "That's the leader of Hafen village. We're done for. Silver Flower Granny, please save us." One of the 3 spoke, "Old woman, did you kill my people?" Silver Flower Granny calmly replied, "It's because he deserved to die." Silver Flower Granny thought to herself, "Damn it, the other 2 are at least in the Wind King realm. In this situation, I have no choice but to burn my own blood essence and send Tianqing to a safe place." The leader sneered, "Old woman, you're about to die, and you're still so arrogant." He infused spiritual power into his hand and punched down, "You will all accompany me to the grave." Silver Flower Granny jumped up to fight back, growling, "You're truly delusional." However, Silver Flower Granny was no match and was struck so hard that she vomited blood and staggered back. The leader sneered, "A mere Wind King realm character dares to clash with me." Everyone watching was very worried. Tianqing ran over, shouting, "Granny, are you okay?" Silver Flower Granny's face turned pale, and she coughed a few times, instructing, "Tianqing, run. This person is too powerful for us to resist." "Oh, you're still alive? Then try this second move." He continued, his tone full of malice, "I'll let you die together, so you won't be lonely down there." Everyone was so frightened they knelt to the ground. A villager choked with sobs, "We're done for, our mortal lives are just trampled upon. My son is only 7 years old. Oh God, is there no justice?" In the sky, a handprint filled with dense black energy shot down, full of killing intent. Tianqing saw this and immediately stood in front of Silver Flower Granny, shouting, "I won't let you hurt Granny." Silver Flower Granny, frightened, screamed, "Tianqing, run." The villain smirked, "I don't even know why the master wants to deal with you. Originally, I just wanted to catch a few young girls. It's all because of you, old woman. Go down and accompany me to the grave." He was about to make his move, but suddenly, a deep voice came from behind, "I really can't just stand by. You actually dare to bully such a lovely girl." A figure appeared, exuding an extraordinary aura. The villain's face turned pale, cold sweat dripping, as he seemed to realize something. A brilliant light shot out, enveloping the entire sky. The villain stammered, "That isn't." But before he could finish, he felt his body stiffen, and his thoughts grew dull. At that moment, everyone around stood still, not understanding what was happening. The person was Gu Chang'e. He looked at Tianqing inside, a pure, clear, flawless heart. A talent like this, no one has discovered it for so many years. Truly, it's a bargain for me. Silver Flower Granny was grateful, lowering her head, saying, "Thank you, Immortal, for your help. I am deeply thankful." Chang'e smiled and looked at Tianqing, "Little girl, would you like to take me as your master?" Tianqing was surprised, Immortal brother wants to take Tianqing as a disciple. But they said I can't cultivate. The previous cultivators who took my brother away also said that Tianqing is just an ordinary person. Gu Chang'e laughed loudly, that's because they're blind. What do mere mortals know? Tianqing, hearing this, joyfully said, really? Immortal brother won't lie to me, right? Chang'e laughed, haha. Do you think I'm the kind of person who deceives others? The little girl, moved, hugged Chang'e and said, I am willing. Then she turned to look at the villain, asking, what about those bad people? Chang'e grinned, bad people. Of course, they will be reincarnated. I hope they can become good people in their next lives, just like me. He finished speaking and gently moved his thoughts. The entire villain radiated light. Before he could figure out what was happening, his body exploded, turning into a dazzling light, like fireworks. Tian cheered, Master is amazing. Chang'e corrected her, call me Master. Tian dumbly said, Master. Chang'e smiled with satisfaction, good disciple, Master is liking you more and more. Grandma Jinhua witnessed the scene and thought to herself, this person is too powerful, beyond my understanding. Do people from the upper world have such vast capabilities? Chang'e took out a few sacred artifacts and handed them to Tian, since this is our first meeting, let these be a gift from me to you. Tian was stunned, are all these for me? Why is Master so kind to me? Chang'e smiled, little girl, you must understand. Sometimes, a master is closer than family. Tian was moved to tears, closer than family. Chang'e gently wiped away her tears, don't cry. From now on, as long as you stay with your master, no one will bully you anymore. Grandma couldn't help but shout, sacred artifacts. There are so many. These are weapons that can dominate the heavens and rule over an area. Chang'e smiled, alright, let's leave this place together. Tian asked worriedly, but what about Grandma? Can she come with us? He answered, of course. I can't limit her freedom because she's your family. Grandma bowed and thank you, Immortal. The scene shifts to an open area, where two villains have somehow escaped. As they ran, they discussed, what is going on with that Immortal? Didn't they tell us to go there? The other one grumbled, scratching his head, who knows what he wants? Maybe we were tricked. The first one sneered, should we gather people to take revenge? Hearing this, the second one shouted, are you crazy? Didn't you see the big brother just got killed? Run as far as you can before he finds us. Suddenly, a doll-like figure appeared in front of them, something Chang'e had set up earlier. Stepping out of the void, it coldly said, want to run? Too late. The scene shifts, and Chang'e is leading Tian and Grandma away. Grandma sighed and said, Immortal. Everything I said is true. Tian is unfortunate, but meeting you is her luck. He smiled and replied, it's fate. Tian innocently asked, Master, can I become a cultivator like my brother in the future? Grandma worriedly explained, Immortal, don't be surprised, Tian is still young and hasn't fully understood your great power. I believe that under your guidance, Tian will surpass her brother one day. Chang'e looked at Tian and nodded, it's fine. Tian is my first disciple. Meeting you both is also fate. He pondered and thought to himself, isn't that right, Jiangyang? Suddenly, a giant monster with two horns appeared from somewhere, charging toward them. Humans are really bold. They dared to step onto my ancient divine deer's territory. Grandma saw his momentum and exclaimed, that's an aura above the sage realm, an ancient divine spirit, Master, that's. Chang'e coldly smiled and said, it's your son's supplement. You're finished, son. Seeing Chang'e's face, she just wanted to slap him hard. I used many divine herbs and immortal pills under the trust of the immortal, even using an ancient divine spirit as the medicine guide, yet still couldn't help Tian break through. Chang'e thought to himself, as expected. Tian, with tears in her eyes, said, Master, I'm sorry. Chang'e gently patted her head and said, did you do something to disappoint me? Woo, I'm really useless, wasting so many resources and time, but still can't cultivate?" she cried out. Changgu wiped her tears away and gently said, "Just because you can't cultivate, does that mean you're no longer my disciple? Do you remember what I told you before? Master said you're closer than family." He lightly flicked Tian's nose and mischievously said, "Remember that, little girl. Just don't overthink things. Don't worry, Master has power and influence. Even if I have to raise you for a lifetime, so what?" The old lady beside them spoke up. She had originally worried that the immortal had other plans for Tian, but because of Tian, he wasn't angry even after wasting so many precious resources. She said, "He really does like Tian. To have such a powerful yet gentle master, Tian is really lucky. Considering the time difference for descending to this world, it's almost time. Now, will Tian be willing to return to the upper world with me? Oh, does Tian not want to care about this?" Immortal Fu said, "This little girl must be thinking about her brother." Master, Tian wants to see her brother," she answered with her head down. "I see, it's my oversight, but your brother is really strange. After 3 years of cultivation, he hasn't come back to see you. Truly. Alright, if Tian wants to go, I will take you to the immortal Holy Land." The little girl happily thanked her master. The immortal appeared in the Xian domain earlier, and now he's in the heavenly domain, taking a little girl around to seize rare treasures for cultivation. Yes, according to rumors, the girl seems to have been attacked by bandits in Beishan village and was conveniently saved by that immortal. Yu Ming didn't contemplate for long and said, "It seems that person has nothing to do with the human race. Which force from the upper world came here?" She instructed her subordinates to find out who he really is. Yes, the human race must have already planned for a generation of young people to appear in this world. If I can't find the reincarnation's identity, then I will take all of your opportunities. If nothing goes wrong, Changgu should be studying the list of ghost world substitutes I gave him. All of them are very suitable candidates. If he knew everything I did for him, would he trust me more? The scene shifts to the heavenly domain immortal Holy Land. Saint Lord Kai coldly said, "Everything you said is true." The subordinate reported, "Saint Lord, it's indeed as you said." That day, an unknown aura was heard on the mountain path, and then strange blood flew into the sky, with a dragon-like cry echoing in agony. It seems it really broke the dragon vein and punished the heavens, making actions extremely difficult. Could the path to immortality truly be cut off? Suddenly remembering something, the Saint Lord asked, "By the way, how is the background of the boy you brought back? I once checked the curse of the desolate sacred body in him, and it seemed to have been eliminated. 2 years ago, when I brought him to the Holy Land, I found he was a desolate sacred body and couldn't cultivate. But this time, the work on the mining area was all in the black blood mutation, and everyone helplessly persisted. Yet he was fine." The subordinate concluded that there must be something special about him. So, they brought him back to the Holy Land. Unexpectedly, he suddenly caused a strange phenomenon where immortal light illuminated the heavenly palace, leading to the appearance of the ancestor's phantom. Could he have benefited from a disaster? Impossible, the ancestor is supreme and is a desolate sacred body. How could he summon the ancestor's image? This person can't be that simple. Perhaps he will become the hope of our immortal Holy Land. In the distance, a subordinate rushed and panting and reported, "Saint Lord Kai, someone is at the mountain gate, the immortal has arrived." What? The immortal? He opened his mouth in surprise. The immortal even brought a little girl, roaming the heavenly domain, seizing elixirs, medicinal wines, and rare treasures. Recently, I heard he even killed a few saint lords and ancient creatures. The subordinate trembled and stuttered, "It's him. This is the Holy Land, not the immortal. Please wait a moment, let me send someone to report. I'm not sure what brings the immortal here personally to the immortal Holy Land." Gu Changgun noticed the fortune here had a rising dragon phenomenon. Even the fortune of the heavenly god realm started to Become strange. Could the human reincarnation not only be the child of fortune but also a man from the heavenly god realm? What's going on? Everyone's here, why am I feeling a little nervous? Gu Chang Gu teased Tian Tian. It's so prosperous here, it's a huge difference from Beishan village. Master, do you think my brother really forgot about Tian Tian and us? It seems the memory of the human race has awakened, otherwise, he wouldn't forget his roots. I originally thought I would need to put some effort into this, but it turned out to be so simple. Gu Changgu quickly comforted the little girl. Tian Tian, don't worry. He may just be busy cultivating and hasn't had time to come see you. The little girl looked a little disappointed. Master, you don't have to comfort me. I wasn't like this before. I used to work hard and even if it was tough and tiring, he would always come back to see us. Maybe he has changed, after all, this place is better than ours. Gu Changgu suddenly felt a bit awkward. Heaven and earth bear witness, I haven't even started yet. It's the Saint Lord, they've arrived. The Saint Lord and the elders quickly went to greet them. We pay our respects to the immortal, it is an honor for our sect that the immortal personally visits, making our sect shine. He said excitedly, I wonder why the immortal came to the Will Saint land. Is this the legendary person from the upper realm? Gu Changga's face was cold, filled with malice. I am looking for Jiang Yang. The Saint Lord looked at the child and thought, that child doesn't come from that village. I didn't expect he would go with the immortal. Did I make a mistake back then? He is truly a genius. The subordinate hurriedly added, Saint Lord, I know that child. She is Jiang Yang's younger sister. I didn't expect this connection. Could this be the blessing of the heavens for our sect? As long as the immortal knows that our sect values Jiang Yang greatly. He said enthusiastically, Immortal, you don't know. Jiang Yang carries the destiny of a saint, and his entire life will be spent focused on cultivation in our sect. This child indeed has talent. Just a few days ago, he even summoned the illusion of our ancestor, indicating that his aptitude has been recognized by our sect. Gu Changga smiled and replied, Oh, really? The Saint Lord continued smiling, of course. The Saint Kuan sect has never given Jiang Yang any protection, but instead provided the most resources. He thought to himself, I can't let the immortal know that Jiang Yang worked hard as a laborer to cultivate. It seems Jiang Yang has had a good life here. What is the immortal saying? Of course. Jiang Yang is a genius among thousands. The little girl heard their conversation and thought to herself, so brother has been living well here? Doesn't he remember Tianyin? A hint of sadness appeared in her eyes. Didn't you know Jiang Yang had a younger sister? The Saint Lord's eyes widened. A younger sister, Saint Lord, I didn't know about this either. The subordinate's face turned pale as he hurriedly transmitted the message. Then bring him to me. Yes, immortal, please follow me. System prompt, Tianin's feelings toward her brother weakened, Jiang Yang's reincarnation fate decreased. Gaining 6,000 points of fortune and 30,000 points of destiny. The rift with her family caused Jiang Yang's reincarnation fate to weaken, gaining 500 points of fortune and 2,500 points of destiny. Gu Changga thought, it should follow the usual course. Jiang Yang probably has some hidden circumstances, which caused Tianyin to misunderstand him like this. Then he sneered lightly, but if it's a misunderstanding, then it should remain unresolved. At this moment, intersecting blue and yellow lights appeared in the sky. An old man spoke, this phenomenon is truly astonishing. Could it be that the cursed body of desolation saint has been broken? The grand elder of the Zhao Di Tian Kun saint sect responded, in just 1 month, his cultivation reached the divine power realm. He is truly a mysterious person, making it difficult to comprehend. The scene shifted to the great hall, where Jiang Yang was sitting in meditation, and the air around him was filled with energy. A voice came from behind, did you see that? This is everything I gained after accepting me. You no longer have to let others casually exploit your labor and suffer. Jiang Yang responded, you are you, I am me, we are different. I will never accept you.